200 is presented by Moon Guide. Plan your best hunt. Mastering the skill of stick and string takes years of experience. There's no question these recurve hunters have had their share of exciting hunts.
So one of the things I love about Team 200, and when you look at the industry, many times it's this solitary, all about me, all about my success, and that's not what the Team 200 team is about. When we first met them, it was like there was no egos, there was no measuring, there was no comparing. Everybody was just humble, authentic, real, just guys that could kill big deer. But you could tell everybody was sharing their secrets. Everybody was kind of, wanting to hear stories, and it was real. It wasn't fake. It was authentic, really cool.
But like archery's an individual sport. It's just you and the tree and the deer.
Nice high 8-point.
You have somebody that you care about and love, and you want to talk to them and share it with them. You right away get on the phone, tell them I got that deer we've been looking at. And then just sharing that memory, that incredible moment with someone that loves it as much as you do.
Well, you know what that passion does. It's contagious, and it brings more into our sport. When you see people fired up and enthusiastic, and they're like, what in the world's going on with these guys? But the experience that we get and the Team 200 guys get out in the woods chasing God's creation, it's meant to be shared. And so that's what we're trying to do, is share it, because there's nothing greater than seeing a big, mature whitetail, picking his way up to your stand, has no clue you're there. How do you put words to that? I mean, there's a lot of wins right there, even if you don't get the deer. So Rick, Wade, and myself, we're blessed to be a part of the traditional element of Team 200, which means we shoot with the Hoyt-Satari, the recurves. And that has been super challenging, but super satisfying, meaning that we got to get our target animal as close as possible to where we're at. And we like them, we like to call them, we like them in riding range. So that's how close, and even these guys will miss them then too. But we like them as close as possible.
Wow.
But also meaning that there's a lot of responsibility when you shoot trad deer or any deer. When you're shooting at animals, we need them really close.
Oh, what a beautiful deer.
It's about taking those ethical shots, getting into that wolf range close, and taking that shot with the right equipment.
But the Hoyt-Satari, it is a quiet, accurate, smooth, incredible bow. I mean, if you're looking at getting into traditional archery, the Satari is the bow you want to go with.
Black Eagle arrows shoot well, don't they?
Last season, Rick Bonomo started his season in Wyoming with his son Noah.
Nice mock.
For Rick, the highlight of the trip was filming his son shoot his first buck.
Made a great shot, son.
Thanks.
Great shot.
This is my first deer ever. A nice buck here in Wyoming. Second day we're here.
Heading back this season with his dad, his Uncle Rock, and Wade Fatul. On the first day of the hunt, Noah connected on another big buck, all while self-filming his hunt.
I must have got him right in the heart. I mean, he died in 30 seconds.
He was able to shoot that deer and watch it fall.
Oh my gosh.
My nephew was able to take a really nice buck, and it was his biggest yet. And so that was just to share in those memories and to be a part of his joy was really cool. Wade also shot a really nice buck, made it a tremendous shot.
Raw scrape lure. Right in here in this scrape. Perfect setup.
And I was out there with my good buddies Rick and Rock, and Rick's son Noah went out with us as well.
A little bit bigger. Still not quite what I'm after.
Then as the week went on, the time was running out, and I was like, okay, well, something decent comes, I'm gonna try to get a shot off. I normally don't take shots 30 plus yards. I was practicing to go to New Mexico. I was hitting where I wanted. With a recurve, you don't look at the distance. You just shoot instinctively.
A little further than I'd like to shoot, but I think I made a pretty good shot on that deer. Oh, I got a bloody arrow out there. I can see with the binoculars.
There's more big bucks in Wyoming, Kansas, and Canada when we return. Right here on Team 200. Team 200 is brought to you by Osseo Gear, nature's most lethal camouflage. By Whitetail Institute, research equals results. Hoyt, get serious, get Hoyt. Ozonics, undetectable, undeniable. Lone Wolf Custom Gear, the innovator of mobile hunting. Quiet Cat, all-terrain, all-electric. Pope and Young, preserve, promote, protect. And by Black Eagle Arrows.
Are you looking for a food plot product that will attract and hold deer during early and late season? Look no further than Imperial Pure Attraction. By combining the early season attraction and nutrition of whitetail oats with the abundant tonnage produced with foraged brassicas, this 1-2 punch provides incredible attraction both early and late season. Pure Attraction establishes and grows quickly and is extremely cold and drought tolerant. You'll be amazed at how quickly and hard the deer will hit it. Remember, research equals results with the Whitetail Institute.
This segment is brought to you by Luminoc. Light 'em up.
Everyone's under pretty strict orders. You do not take a step towards the deer you shot till you call me and I get there.
Yeah.
And we're all that way because we want to be, we'll give up a hunt to be a part of someone else's success.
Yeah, the recovery is just as important as anything else.
Yep. Black Eagle, nice and wide. Not the biggest buck, but an exciting hunt. Beautiful, mature deer, big body, unbelievable.
2021, congratulations, Wade.
Thanks.
Beautiful
and
deer.
the shot, I mean, for traditional gear, we like them in riding range, but this one was almost 35 plus yards away. So Wade is an awesome shot, made an awesome shot. And he's been struggling. He had a double groin pull nerve issue that has been really hampering him, but obviously not his shooting. Awesome shot.
Wow. Yeah, just a great hunt.
Great hunt, because we saw this deer came by us.
Yeah.
Just a little too far for me. It was 10 yards. I let it go.
That experience in Wyoming this year was super rewarding. My nephew was able to take a really nice buck. The main thing for us is just the experience. We moved from there to Canada. Their season opens right around the same time our Pennsylvania season opens. And you know, when I put Pennsylvania here and Canada here, it's always going to be Canada because Canada grows them big. It's bow only, so there's no gun pressure. These deer are not getting banged at, and they move like they're supposed to do in the wild. And the first 4 days of the hunt, there was at least 5 bucks that we were going to target that were coming out and feeding in this field in front of these apple trees. One of the target deer, actually number 5, came in. Now he was number 5, so there was 4 other deer that were better than he was. But this deer ended up standing there for 20 minutes, and Noah said, you know what, I can take him from here. He got video of it.
Just let fly. I had a nice buck. He stood here for such a long time. I don't know what he was doing. But I was afraid.
Shoots the deer, and I said, look, I'll be right there. So I jumped out of my tree. I was on another property, and I'm on my way over. Anyway, the number 1 target buck comes out, the deer we call paddleboard, and this deer comes out and stands in front of him at 18 yards, eating apples. But, you know, it's kind of oh, darn it, man, probably should have waited. And guess what? That's the last time we saw that deer. And that was that first week in October. And we haven't seen him since.
That is insane. I was a little worried. I'm not really worried anymore. Right here in this ditch. Oh yeah, Noah. Couldn't have done it without my dad.
I'm proud.
He set me up. He let me hunt the good spots.
And it's his nicest deer. It was his nicest buck, about 140-inch deer. Not that it mattered, but it was a beautiful deer and a great moment for father-son. It was wonderful.
Join us on the recovery in Kansas and Canada
My biggest buck to date.
when we return. Optics for Team 200 are provided by Athlon Optics. See their complete line of sharp, tight, and priced just right binoculars, rangefinders, rifle scopes, and spotting scopes at athlonoptics.com.
Well, I have the scrape lure here. I'm gonna set up a mock scrape here, see what kind of inventory I can get of the bucks on this property.
From the deer farm to your front door, raw frozen scents are as fresh as you can get. Raw is 100% pure deer urine collected from real deer.
All right, it's time to fire up these bucks, and this is gonna be the ticket right here. Scrape lure, engage.
Immediately after the collection process, raw scents are quickly frozen, then shipped directly to you in an insulated cooler so you get it raw, fresh, and pure. Raw frozen scents, always fresh, no water, no preservatives, and 100% money-back guarantee.
The stuff works great.
This segment is brought to you by Hoyt. Get serious, get Hoyt.
I got connected with Team 200 through Adam Hayes many years ago, probably 25 plus years ago, when he connected with us through a whitetail addictions.
If you want to get a look at the biggest bucks in your hunting area, here's some helpful information. Whether you're scouting for bucks during the summer or planning a trip for the upcoming season, there are a handful of days each month you should be well aware of. I've personally followed this guide for the last 10 years, and I won't go a single season without one.
And then met Chris Seymour about 25 years ago as well. Rock had done some research and said Kansas is one of the best whitetail states in America. We need to get out there. So we had a list of landowners. We got a list of landowners, and I said, Rock, you call these guys, I'll call these guys. The first guy Rock called was Chris Seymour. And it's been fun ever since. I don't know how.
So then I got these nuts and pants on the ground.
Yeah, Chris fits right in, and
Chris is like, yeah, I can get you tagged. So we come to Kansas and we meet Chris. Now Chris is real young then. We've known Chris for 18 years now, maybe.
Had a nice buck. Just come up here and gave me a great opportunity.
Beautiful, Ricky?
Beautiful deer, Wade.
Yep. Nice deer. Made a nice shot on him
Absolutely.
with the recurve. Traditional. So
Great shot.
I made a good shot on it and it didn't go far.
It's November 16th. It's my first time deer hunting in Kansas.
But Chris, let me tell you something, and it's like any parent. You do something for my child, we are friends, brothers for life. And he put Noah in a great spot last year, and he takes care of us all the time, and it's Chris Seymour.
first Kansas buck. This is my biggest buck to date.
Here we are again, Wyoming, Canada, and now Kansas. Nice tall tines, got good bases, 4-year-old. I want to thank Chris Seymour, his family, the state of Kansas, Rock, Wade, the team, but most of all the Lord for giving us, like Noah said earlier, the health and the ability to chase whitetail deer. Beautiful buck. 140 and change, pal. That's a stud. Congratulations, son. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
This segment is brought to you by Banks Outdoors, hunting blinds, deer feeders, and watering systems. For over 2 decades, the Moon Guide has been the #1 rated tool for serious hunters, telling you when giant whitetails will move and where you need to hunt. Now, you can accurately predict the best days and times to catch a big buck moving during daylight with the Deer Hunter's Moon Guide. Are you tired of hunting nocturnal trail camera bucks? Do you ever wonder why some bucks only show up during daylight on certain days each year? The Deer Hunter's Moon Guide is here to help, and it's unlike any other lunar tool you've ever seen. For effective preseason scouting, scheduling time off work, planning out-of-state hunts, and increasing your overall hunting success, simply check the Moon Guide's calendar to find the best days, times, and hunting locations to catch a mature deer on his feet during daylight hours. The Moon Guide is now available as a mobile app too, giving you exclusive tips from the pros, local weather, the rut guide, exclusive discounts, and the deadly red moon data. Plan your best hunt at moonguide.com. Team 200 is brought to you by Moon Guide. Plan your best hunt. Raw frozen scents, 53 times more effective. Whitetails Unlimited, working for an American tradition. Luminoc, light 'em up. Athlon Optics, ridiculously good optics. Banks Outdoors, hunting blinds, deer feeders, and watering systems. And by Radical Archery Designs, proudly made in America. Returning to Canada late season, Rick Bonomo is in a blind with stick and strain.
Had an opportunity at a buck we called the Unicorn out there who was on the hit list. This deer's at least 5.5 years old. And he was a bully buck. He was a deer that was always around, pushing other deer in, throwing them out of the area. He was always visible. Earlier in the year, I shot over the top of this same buck. I was able to put it right on him, and I was shooting a 620 grain X-Impact Black Eagle arrow. Wasn't able to get it on video again, struggle, but I was able to get him piling up.
Wow, that was one of the target deer. Nice, mature, 8-point, I think he has a. And with us, like I said, killing a deer is great. But it's about the journey, it's about the moment. Just appreciating that you're alive and get a chance to enjoy something that special, to be in the wild with an animal that is so unbelievably awesome.
This guy is a huge deer. Oh, yeah, he's a beauty. Yeah. Oh, we've had some history with this guy. Jeez, he is big.
The Team 200 is a selfless crew of authentic, real hunters that are making a difference. We are the youngest members.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
But it's all, about the leader and the coach.
People follow people.
And Adam Hayes.
Buck,
put him, Gene and Barry Wenzel, Roger Rothar, Adam Hayes. Those are the guys that I used to.
Yeah.
So we're blessed that we bumped into this guy.
Yep. That was all of the Lord.
Yep.
Take up your check.
So I appreciate these guys being a part of their first and final season, Team 200. So, like I said, you can pick up your checks at the door. Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, buddy. That's wonderful. Now, this is called service right here. Right to the deer. He's at least 6 years old.
Yep.
The size of his head, though.
So yeah, this is your first one here.
Closed captioning for Team 200 provided by QuietKat. No matter what you do in the woods, do it with complete stealth, and you will increase your chances for success with QuietKat. All terrain, all electric.
Yeah, this stuff money.
I win all the time now. I don't want to just keep winning.
Wait, you're a liar.
You never beat me, ever.
I have it on video proven. You see my arrow hit the sandbank ahead of his, and he's lying. Osama is lying. And then when you hear,
ask Chris. Hey, ask Chris. Chris will tell you. No, Rick. You didn't win.
Chris was there.
Yeah, he said you didn't win.
You didn't win. This is going to be great.